So, in all honesty, I have hesitated to make this video because I know some people just won't listen to the points that I'm about to make. But when I made this channel, I promised myself that I would be real with everybody, and that's exactly how I'm going to be in this video. So a lot of you have asked me to talk about this. It's basically KSI cancelling his spar with Adam Saleh. The main reason why this isn't happening is basically because JJ said, look, Adam, you cannot record the spar. It's not happening. Like, even JJ's manager has come public with this, saying that nope, he's not filming it, and that's why this isn't happening. And their reason is because they don't want to show the world what JJ can do. Fucking hell. Now, I've seen a few people online basically saying that, you know, they're supporting Adam, saying that JJ doesn't want it recorded, just in case if JJ does get roughed up, and then obviously if Adam releases that footage, it will just embarrass JJ. Now, I made a video basically saying that I think JJ would beat up Adam. So, I'm not one of them people that's saying that JJ's scared. That's not the reason why JJ isn't letting him record the spar. But if you believe that JJ isn't letting Adam record the spar for their official reason of them saying that it reveals too much, I'm sorry, but please just listen to what I'm about to say and you will understand why that is one of the most stupid and most bullshit statements you've ever heard. First things first, I do understand partly that, you know, it's a tradition for professional boxers to not release their sparring footage because when they're training, they want to be left alone. They just want to be training. They don't give a shit about the media. They want to be left alone and do their thing. It's a respect thing. You leave a boxer to perfect their craft. But we are not talking about a professional boxer here. We're talking about JJ, who is still extremely active on social medias. He's still making YouTube videos. So his situation is very different. And remember, the original point is JJ wants to hide what he can do. Let me just break this down into the easiest way for people to understand. It is a spar, okay? Sparring is a form of training. Sparring is for you to get more confident in the ring. It is a way for you to learn how people move in the boxing ring. It helps you learn how to throw punches and what punches to throw in certain situations. It is a form of training. Here's the problem with all of this. They're acting like this one spar is going to ruin this magical technique that they have. They're acting like it's going to absolutely ruin all of JJ's chances to beat his future opponent. When JJ fights Austin McBroom, it is not in a couple of weeks, it's not in a couple of days, it will be months and months ahead of from what it is now. And if JJ is serious about boxing, he will go into a boxing camp, which is where he would develop the most as a boxer. So JJ has months of training and a camp to get through where his ability will improve significantly from where it is now. Even if they released the sparring footage between these two, it wouldn't reveal shit. I don't know why they're acting like JJ has invented some magical punch that nobody's ever thought about in boxing, or he's come up with some multiple combos that no one knows about. In boxing, there is only a certain amount of punches, there is only a certain amount of combos that you can throw, and there's only certain punches that work when countering. So why are they acting like they have to keep something top secret? It's just stupid. It makes no sense. When you're fighting a real boxer or a fighter, they're not going to look at your sparring footage and think, okay, he's going to come out on fight night exactly like that. Because guess what? Because when you fight on the fight night, it is different to sparring because they're two completely different things. Sparring is training. You don't always go 100%, as guess what? It's practice. On the fight night, they might look at some of your sparring footage to see what punches you might prefer to throw. But at the end of the day, if you're fighting someone who knows anything about boxing, they will assess you on the night and pick out any flaws that you have, and they'll realise what punches you throw all the time and figure out ways to counter it. That's why usually the first round is pretty slow, because you're figuring each other out. The thing is JJ's saying that he wants people to think that he's going to fight his next opponent like he did with JJ. Fair enough, okay, that's cool. At the end of the day, like I said, if you release sparring footage right now, by the time it comes to the fight night, you should have developed a lot as a boxer, because that's a lot of time to train. So that sparring footage is completely irrelevant by the time the fight night comes along. And not to mention, JJ released sparring footage before when he fought Logan, and guess what? He still won. because JJ looked completely different in his sparring than what he did on fight night. Honestly, the only reason why JJ doesn't want Adam to record this is because obviously, he probably didn't expect Adam to win that fight. I got no respect for you if you rigged the fight, because everyone thinks that he rigged the fight. And obviously JJ said that he would do it. When it came down to it, when Adam was still up for it, JJ needed some excuse to not do it. And obviously the official reason is it's not revealing too much. Literally makes no sense whatsoever. The honest to God truth is JJ just doesn't want to give Adam any clout. That's all it is. Because he's spiteful. He doesn't like Adam. I mean, Jesus Christ. The evidence is right there. He even said it. He just doesn't want Adam to post the footage and obviously get a bunch of views, get some clout and get some money. That is the fundamental reason. He just doesn't want Adam to benefit from it. The exact same thing happened with Joe Weller. When Joe Weller and JJ had their fight, guess what? So someone told Joe Weller that on his fight, the reason why it wasn't pay-per-view is basically because JJ hated Joe and he just didn't want to give him any money, and that's why the fight was free. Obviously, he couldn't pull that card on Logan because Logan at the time was a way bigger name than JJ was. JJ just simply doesn't want Adam to gain off his name, and the proof is right there. It's so obvious, but people just can't think for themselves. At the end of the day, JJ can't say to Adam, yeah, come do a spar, but don't record it, because, that's not what we do as a job. Come over, spend a bunch of money and spar me, and then that's it. Why would he do that? Like, imagine if it was the other way around. Imagine if Adam said, no, JJ, no, I'm coming over, but you can't film it. You really think people would accept it? They would just immediately start bullying Adam, saying, oh, you're a pussy. You're just going to get beaten up and you know it. But because it's JJ, oh, yeah, it's fine. Like, realistically, what's the reason why people want to watch this spar? It's got nothing to do with Adam. Realistically, no one cares about Adam. People just want to see JJ fight again because he's been saying, oh, I've been training again. I've been learning this and learning that. People want to call your bluff and see if you're chatting shit. After watching the spar, yeah, maybe if Adam released it, it'd probably get him a few million views. But if people don't care about Adam, they're not going to subscribe and carry on watching him. It wouldn't help his career in one bit, because it's a battle between these two. The KSI fans, they're not going to go and watch Adam because clearly JJ doesn't like Adam. That's not how fan bases work. It's just constant excuses, like things like him saying that, oh, when you come over to England, you're going to have to self-isolate. You've left it too long. Well, Logan didn't self-isolate when he came over to England. JJ's just doing classic JJ. JJ's just keeping everything squeaky clean. He's putting it all on Adam, saying, look, you've longed this out. I don't want you to record this for some bullshit reason. This is all on you. Can't take any blame. Can't just sit there and say, I don't want you recording it because I'm still shit. If you truly believe that JJ releasing sparring footage is going to completely ruin his chances in his next fight, and, it's going to reveal something, just don't ever comment anything about boxing ever again. Just do your research. It makes no sense. Doing one spar doesn't reveal shit. Bottom line is, JJ just simply doesn't want Adam to make any money because he doesn't like him, and he probably thinks that the win that Adam had was bullshit. Well, it wasn't win, it was a draw, but he probably thinks it's bullshit, and he's like, nah, I don't want anything to do with you now, like, go away. You could have said that. It would have looked so much better on you if you just went, yeah, the reason why I'm not going to spar you is because you didn't even win your fight. You're a fraud. And then what would Adam say? He would have lost his battle. But again, JJ just can't help but big himself up, acting like he's some sort of changed boxer, like he's now a philosopher in boxing. You're not. You are not. You haven't got anything that's going to surprise someone. It's boxing. Yeah, your technique is based on what punches you prefer to throw. There you go. Well done. Oh, people figured out you like to throw a double jab. Fuck me. Now people know that you're going to get knocked out. No. Or JJ just needed any excuse not to do it because he's been lying and he's not even in shape. I believe he probably has boxing ability because I don't know if I'll have the screenshots for this, but he was basically saying, JJ was basically saying that he wasn't, he hasn't been running or he hasn't been doing his cardio, he's just been sharpening up on his skills. And obviously, if he hasn't been training properly, like he said he's been doing, he could probably last 2 rounds of sparring and then say, lads, I'm fucked. I can't do anymore. And then that would just prove that he's been lying about training this whole time. And he doesn't want to reveal that because everything is always planned and JJ can never look bad. And here's the thing that people will be missing. When JJ released his sparring footage before, when he was fighting Logan, JJ looked composed. He looked like he knew what he was doing. Nobody expected him to fight so wild. So what the fuck are you on about? Your sparring proves nothing. All it shows is whether you've got good or bad boxing IQ. That's it. So stop acting like you're hiding some sort of secret sauce because you haven't got anything. It's boxing. I know this video will make people angry, but you know what? I'm literally done just trying to please people. I'm just being honest now. And this is honestly how I see it. If you listen to what I'm saying, it makes way more sense than the official statement that came from JJ and his manager.